U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, he made a phone call to his Egyptian counterpart, and then this happens. I'll break it down what happened exactly in this video, but before I move on, just to remind you guys, most of my viewers are not subscribed. If you happen to be one of them, consider subscribing. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio told Egypt's foreign minister on Tuesday it was important to ensure Hamas can never govern Gaza again. The State Department said, with their call coming after President Donald Trump suggested Egypt and Jordan should take more Palestinians. Trump on Saturday floated a plan to clean out Gaza, where Israel's war has killed tens of thousands of people and caused a humanitarian crisis in comments that echoed long-standing Palestinian fears of being permanently driven from their homes. The suggestion by Trump was not mentioned in the U.S. State Department statement released on Tuesday. No mentioning of what Donald Trump said by Rubio to his counterpart on Tuesday after the call between Rubio and Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdulatif. Jordan and Egypt had pushed back over the weekend after Trump's comments that they should take in Palestinians from Gaza. Asked if this was a temporary or long-term solution, Trump had said could be either, quote unquote. Rubio, also reinforced the importance of holding Hamas accountable, the State Department said after Tuesday's calls. The secretary reiterated the importance of close cooperation to advance post-conflict planning to ensure Hamas can never govern Gaza or threaten Israel again, end quote. Rubio held a call today earlier with Jordan's King Abdullah, and the U.S. statement after that call also did not mention Trump's remark on Palestinian displacement. So no mentioning of the Trump clean out comment on the call with Jordan and also with Egypt. No mentioning. Okay, keep that in mind. The latest bloodshed in the decades-old Israeli-Palestinian conflict was triggered on October 7, 2023 when Palestinian Hamas militants attacked Israel, killing 1,200 people. Israel's subsequent military assault on Gaza killed more than 47,000. I put the 200,000 at least for the genocide. Now, not only this, we also have this one. So, Secretary of State Rubio spoke with Qatari Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs Mahmud bin Abdurrahman Al-Thani. No mentioning again of what Donald Trump said about Gaza. The secretary thanked the Prime Minister for his mediation efforts to ensure the release of hostages from Gaza and for Qatar's security partnership. The secretary reinforced the importance of holding Hamas accountable and ensuring the release all remaining hostages. The secretary also underscored that discussions to advance post-conflict planning for the governance and security of Gaza for the long term are vital for regional security and stability. He expressed appreciation for Qatar's facilitation in securing the recent release of two unlawfully detained Americans held by the Taliban in Afghanistan. The secretary conveyed his interest in working with the Prime Minister on regional peace and security, exploring opportunities in this time of momentous change. I want to actually make three comments here. Number one, the Biden administration, they have spent billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars but could not get the job done, which was to uproot avulse Hamas from Gaza, their governance. Do you think a phone call to Egyptian counterpart or to Jordanian Prime Minister or Jordanian King or Qatari officials will do that? Absolutely not. These people, Trump administration, they are absolutely unrealistic. They are delusional. They do not know how to find a solution to this problem. Number two, bullying tactic can work on these people like Egyptian minister or Jordanian king. Maybe they will give in. Maybe they will say, oh, sorry, oh my God, you are our boss, we are your puppets. But it will not work on Hamas, means it will not get the job done. So the bullying tactic they have adopted, the Trump administration, is only going to backfire. Number three, Rubio did not even mention anything about Trump's comment. He himself knows how lunatic, how desperate Trump is. He actually did not agree with Trump on so many issues in the past. Trump's clean out slogan has been a complete disaster and a big flop from Marco Rubio and the administration, other people working in the administration. So I think that Marco Rubio, because he's not mentioning anything about Donald Trump, his comment about Gaza, cleaning out Gaza, I think he will be under tremendous pressure by Donald Trump. And who knows, he might even get fired for what he said in this particular interview. Take a listen from CNN.
No country in the world wants mass migrations of people from other places. I mean, it was a mass migration of refugees that changed the dynamic of Lebanon completely, re-altered the demographics.
Exactly. This is exactly what is true. Then why are you doing exactly what he said you would not do? Mass migration, pressuring displacement doesn't work. He said it in this particular interview, but He's doing exactly that.
Graphics plunged the country into a long civil war and has brought it to the point it is today. Egypt doesn't want that. Jordan doesn't want that.
Wow.
None of these countries want that. None of them are ponying up and saying, send everybody to us. No country in the world wants mass migrations of people from other places.
Absolutely. I mean, this guy is so pathetic. Like, he's doing exactly that, what he said should not happen. But anyways, we know Marco Rubio, he doesn't know what to say because he's working under Donald Trump, and looks like they have conflict in terms of how they see things, especially in the Middle East. I'm pretty sure Rubio will get fired very, very soon. Let's take a look at this a comment from Rubio talking about Donald Trump, how he had become a third world strong man, quote unquote. He called Donald Trump a third world strong man. Take a listen.
To explain and justify how they fell into this trap of supporting Donald Trump, because this is not going to end well one way or the other. He's going to be the nominee and he's going to lose. No matter what happens in this election, for years to come, there are many people on the right, in the media, and voters at large that are going to be having to explain and justify how they fell into this trap of supporting Donald Trump, because this is not going to end well one way or the other. He's going to be the nominee and he's going to lose. Or he'll have thrown this party into its most chaotic and divisive period ever, and that's unfortunate, because the Republican Party is the home of the limited government free enterprise movement in America. No matter what happens in this election, for years to come, there are many people on the right, in the media.
Okay, so basically he said that how people can be trapped voting or supporting Donald Trump because this is a big trap. He doesn't believe Donald Trump should win. This is when he was contesting against Donald Trump in the previous election. Now, this is my final point, guys. Gaza cannot be cleaned out by United States, nor it can be cleaned out by anybody else for that matter. Even if the entire Middle Eastern countries, they get together, they will never. In fact, Jordanian king, he said in the past many times very clearly, he blamed squarely on Israel for all this mess. He was not gonna take any refugee from Gaza. It will never be the way Donald Trump, he thinks, delusional Donald Trump, because it is just not simply possible. And now Senator Marco Rubio, he's calling his phoning people, his counterparts, trying to get an answer. In the beginning of this video, I said that Marco Rubio called these Middle Eastern leaders, and then this happened. What happened? So basically nothing happened. He is calling these leaders for really no reason. He's just wasting their time. We have absolutely zero statement of support or any indication that these Middle Eastern countries, Jordan, Qatar, or Egypt, would support Donald Trump's plan. We have zero indication, not even close. They said the exact opposite, and now Marco Rubio, he believes by calling those leaders, he will get a done deal. I don't think that is going to be happening anyways, because Hamas is still active in Gaza, and now once they fail, so what will happen after they fail with this kind of super unrealistic policy about Middle East? Well, the next thing you know is that Donald Trump will probably ask Israel to drop those 2,000-pound bombs on Gaza. I mean, this guy will go to any extent in order to get his way, and I have no doubt about that. But we'll have to wait and see what he does. This is something absolutely developing